What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with a Madden 18 news video. I'll admit, I don't think I've ever done one of these like this. I was going to try to stream it. I actually started. I was having a little bit of issues. So if you were catching that, I talked about this for a few minutes, but let's actually put this all together and make a somewhat decent video. Now, this will be found in the description down below. They released this today as I'm making this video. So if you want to see it for yourself, though I'm going to go over most of it. If you don't, if you don't trust me, or you just want to reread it, or whatever, tone me out, I don't even know. You can check it out for yourself. Now, I will say the last video, you guys killed it. You guys absolutely killed it. So if you do like this video, a like would be appreciated. If you hate it, you can hit the dislike button for sure. Just any comments down below would also help. That would be appreciated. I appreciate all feedback. It does help make me hopefully make better content for you guys. So here we are on the eSports page. Now, I'm going to go over some of this. This has all kind of been released, most of it, but is in a nice article now, so I can talk about it. It's just a little bit easier. I don't want to make all these small videos. I'm just going to put it all in one video, which is pretty cool, I think. I think this will work. I don't know. Of course, I think it's cool. It's my own video, but I would hope I would like it. But here we go. We have a lot of news. Off-ball injuries. I don't really care too much, but you may. You can now have injuries can happen away from the ball, basically. Not in MUT, but don't think they'll be bringing injuries back to MUT anytime soon or ever. But there you go. If you're interested in that, ball hawk skill mechanic. Now this is a big one. This is a big one. Users on defense can no longer hold Y/triangle for the entire play on defense and expect to make the interception. I don't do that anyway because I'm not a scrub, but it is honestly what most people do, and they say just hold on the Y, hold on triangle, and it's good. I personally haven't done that all year, so I think that will be fine. I don't know how big. We'll see. I think it will be pretty easy to pick it up. I don't think it will be that hard, but if a button is held down or pressed for too long, the defender will receive a heavy penalty. So you got to time it a little bit better. You got to make sure to be timing it to his chance of making the catch, and will likely drop the ball. It's just cool. You'll see a user skill notification pop out on the scoreboard, which is pretty cool. So you know if you timed it correctly. Helps you identify if you're doing it correctly or not. Quarterbacks can also fake out user defenders holding the ball with pump fake. I don't really think that's going to be really important in MUT or in Madden at all, but maybe I'm wrong. It could be, but I don't really see the pump fake really being used at all. Now, hit stick skill mechanic. Now we have known this, but hit stick has been moved back exclusively to the right stick, so you can no longer hit the square button or X if you're on Xbox, either one for the hit stick. Also, you can now, it's based on angle, so if you don't time this, and I've heard this at EA Play, if you don't time it correctly, you will miss the tackle. So you can't expect just to push it and it will just heat seek, the heat seeker will just come and pound him. And also you can hit high and you can hit low. So if you hit high, you just flip the right stick up. If you want to hit low, you flip the right stick down. Pretty self-explanatory there. Ball carrier special moves, which I guess could be, we'll see. Maybe it'll be a little bit better this year. They were kind of a letdown. I don't know if a letdown, but they definitely were much different this year. Every one of the ball carrier special moves, such as juke, spin, and hurdle, have been updated in Madden 18. I want to see hurdle be a big thing. That'd be awesome. Hurdles look pretty good in MUT, though. In Madden right now, I really like it. I always say MUT because I don't play anything but it, but the moves are faster and more efficient. The moves are also less punitive in terms of fumble chances, and most importantly, user-controlled players on defense can now be faked out as effectively as AI-controlled players, especially when attempting to hit stick. Interesting. That's kind of interesting. If you're using it, I always hate it when it seems like they take control of what you're doing. It kind of seems like that's going to happen. So if they juke, you can actually get juked out even if you actually didn't get juked out. I don't know. Maybe I'm not reading that correctly, but it's almost like you're an AI defender when they do that. That could be a little OP, so that's probably not how it's going to be. But maybe. I don't know. Hopefully not. Give me your take on that one. That's a little interesting there. Dropped interceptions, which we have heard about this. Competitive game style. If your defender has a good catch rating and open, good catch rating. Thank you for giving us that very vague term there, or vague phrase. There we go. Good catch rating and is open. There will be a significantly higher, again, no percentages at all. The interception will be caught. This is so vague. Keep in mind you'll still see dropped interception in this scenario if the defender's catch rating does not meet the threshold. Guess what the threshold is? We have no idea. Will we know? We'll probably have to figure that out ourselves, as we had to do this year. Catches in traffic can also still result in drop picks, and we again have no idea what the thresholds are. Thank you for that vagueness. Very thankful. The Swerve, yay! I was actually kind of curious. We've heard that the Swerve is going to be completely gone in Madden 18, or at least like basically not possible. I think it's the case. Reading this, I feel pretty good about that. Last year, an exploit was uncovered that allowed receivers to swerve defenders out of position to play the ball. The team has fixed several assignments and positioning issues to ensure that this tactic is no longer effective. Defenders will play the ball effectively. Okay, I wouldn't, and instead of locking in with the receiver, which doesn't even make sense how they couldn't figure out how to fix this in Madden, unless they just like, you know what, this is part of the game at this point. But why don't you just play the ball? I understand in real Madden, I mean, you do follow the receiver. Like, there is some like reason to believe that you would follow the receiver, not, but you had to change it in MUT because it's just too easy to, even if you know how to defend the Swerve, you can still get caught on it. It was just a bad all around. So that's good. Swerve looks like they'll just go to the ball, which is what you want. That's what you had to take control to move to the position. That's what you want your defender to do. Go to the ball. Go to the ball, and I'll be happy. So that's big. That's really big news. Curl flat zones. This is one that I'm really excited about because cloud flats got adjusted throughout the season. They made them like go much deeper to cover like corner routes, which were huge at the beginning of Madden 17. So those C routes. So now they fixed that, or at least they changed. I don't know if you want to say fixed, but they changed the way that cloud flats work. Curl flats now being reworked. Another top community request was curl flat, the purple zones. You could put anybody in a purple zone. You could put them in a flat and then change it to a cloud flat. So you can put them in these dark purples. Curl flats would crash to the flats and leave deeper routes open down the sideline. This is big. This is really big. We implemented a new rule called no cover zone, where underneath defenders won't jump routes 5 yards and under. That's good. We'll see how good, if that 5 yards, they could always adjust that, I'm assuming. We'll see. I'm a little bit nervous to see if this is actually going to work how we want it to, but of course we want them to go deeper. The deep routes along the sideline have been an issue in Madden 17, so hopefully that's exciting. I want it to be a chess match. I want to be able to make adjustments and stop plays, and right now we don't really see that in Madden 17. It was a big step forward from Madden 16, aggressive catch, but I still want to be able to, if I know what's coming, I should be able to put my defender where I want him to be, and hopefully hopefully that will help there, and I think we're going to get more of that here down shortly. Fumble recovery, a big legacy issue? Is that the right word? Am I looking at legacy issue? That was like lacency. Is that legacy? What is? Man, you know what? My vocab isn't that great. I got a degree, but it's in math. It's not in English. We focus on the fumble recoveries. We eliminate this extended piles while nobody can cover the ball. Much faster reactions to the ball on the ground. Okay, that's good. That's good. User-controlled linebackers. Users controlling a linebacker were able to take away most routes over the middle of the field in the past. We made some alterations to defender run curves and turn rates to ensure that only elite defenders are capable of making these types of plays. Lower-rated defenders will not be able to take away the middle of the field as effectively. Okay, so user's going to be a little more difficult for sure. That's definitely something they're addressing. Rack drops. Dropped opening racks was one of the biggest technical issues we dealt with in Madden 17. Our online team worked on the area extensively. Cool. Fewer drops, basically, with rack catches. Hard flat zones. Community, English, you know what, like I said, math degree, not a public speaking degree, stated that they wanted hard flats to play the flats more aggressively. I didn't actually notice this to be an issue, but we did some work on the logic so that they do a better job of reading the route progression and taking away throws to the flats. Okay. AI defender swat versus interception. This is big. Look, this is really big. Another top competitive community request was to remove outcomes where defenders would swat down what would have been an easy interception. Oh man, you know how many people rage on that. I'm sure you have as well. On competitive only, defenders will now always go for the INT on an open read on the ball. Good to know. That would be good. Directional control rack catches. The big thing here is you can make it throwing towards the sidelines, push up on the left stick during your catch to immediately turn upfield and avoid running out of bounds. So you can actually control your rack catches a little more. That's pretty good. So you don't necessarily always go out of bounds. That's a big issue in Madden 17. You can do like a spin move and try to stay in, but it's like so stupid. You can do a spin, but you can't just like control them upfield. Yeah, that was kind of weird. But size and weight factor. The formula used to determine, that formula, of course, not revealed, we'll never know, used to determine the outcomes of hit sticks and impact blocks will now use weight and momentum of the players involved in the interaction. So, interesting. This is good in theory, and it probably will be true. I just wish we knew more about what this formula was. Like, can't we just get some more information here? But I don't like the vagueness. I just want to know more, but, it's news. Thank you. You will see far less instances of smaller players landing a hit stick on bigger ball carriers or wide receivers impact blocking bigger linebackers. That, of course, makes sense, especially when not moving with enough speed to make a big hit. Okay, that sounds good. OT play now and play now. Okay, whatever. I don't care. You may care. You know what? Offline play now. Games now use playoff OT rules. All right. Low-rated QB accuracy, basically. If you got a quarterback that's terrible, has low rated QB accuracy, he won't be as accurate. They've just changed the formula a little bit, so the inaccuracy system. Defense in practice mode, when a user is on defense, this is huge. This might be the biggest thing in all of it. If you're labbing, the AI, if you only have one controller, the AI will not snap the ball if it senses the user making defensive adjustments. Thank you. This is big. This gives plenty of time to practice exotic defensive setups. I cannot wait to see the comments about how great I am at speaking. So they won't quickie IQ. Slower players catching faster players. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Again, long-standing legacy issue with some... Maybe I'm just misreading that. Okay. Position-specific defensive hot routes. Okay, this is a lot here. So I'm going to see if I can break this down because it takes a few reads. The hot routes available for defenders on the LOS are now position... I actually am not sure. Why am I drawing a blank on what LOS is? Are now position-specific to each player on the field. Users should now see defensive hot routes that make sense for the position they are hot routing. This is cool. This change provides a variety of new tools that can use to adjust their defenders when at the load out screen. A breakdown of the new defensive hot routes on the per position basis is shown directly below. This is actually pretty cool. All right, so defensive hot route key by position. Outside DB, you can do outside third deep zone, cover 3 deep outside zone. Cool, cloud flat, hard flat, soft squat, man coverage blitz, deep half zone, cover 2 invert zone, outside quarter deep, a cover 4 zone. So you can put them in a cover 4 zone, cover 2 zone, a cover 3 zone, a hard flat, a cloud flat, man coverage, which we could do blitz, soft squat. You can do it all, and that you don't have to worry about trying. You can do it all. It seems like really pretty straightforward. The slot DB, seam flat, cool, vertical hook, hard flat, curl flat, man coverage, QB spy, blitz, and bluff blitz. Deep half safety, deep half zone, cover 2 zone. You got a curl, you got a cover 3 zone, and the inside. So the inside of the cover 3, curl flat, inside the cover 4 zone. Oh my goodness. Deep middle safety. Same thing, really. Deep half left, which is good for the cover 2. Shouldn't they have cover 2 here? Deep half left. I don't know. Outside third deep left. Okay, so you got some cover 3 stuff. Deep half right. So this is cool. Deep middle safety. You can do all kinds of stuff there. Inside linebacker. You can get him in the inside middle third deep zone. So it's like the cover 3 middle read. At least I think that's what that is. Hook. Curl flat. All right, you guys can read this more closely if you're curious in this. And of course, we'll know this more when we get the game itself, whenever that comes out. We get 10 hours on the 17th, I think, and then the game comes out on the 22nd if you get the Gold Edition. So we'll see. If you have any questions, there are their Twitter handles. But thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, which again was me reading, which is always a unique experience because for whatever reason, reading is a little bit much. But you know what? I was going to say it's overrated, but you should read. Read is actually very important. If you want to get smarter, read a book. That is important. But you know what? Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been such a weird video that I think I should stop talking.